statement.
Yeah, I say it all the time, that every SEC game has a life of its own, and it does. I got a lot of respect for Tom and Georgia. And their fan base. How they stick right with their team. They're selling out games, and have won one game, and they come on the road. They played LSU, Mississippi State, and us. They could be 3-0 in all those games. And so their team played great at the end. I thought our team got up. We had some defensive breakdowns, but I thought, Brian made some great plays down the stretch. We went 1-3-1 on the last possession just to try to force a jump shot. And I thought our guys carried that over really, really well. So it was just a really good SEC win for us this time of year. They're not all pretty, but you just got to take them and move on. And so I appreciate the fan base that came today. Very enthusiastic. The arena got loud, and it's a good one. And take today tomorrow off and get ready for Tennessee on Wednesday.
Kermit, were you aware before the game of the players' intention to kneel during the anthem?
I was not. And I was going to address it afterwards. I'll address it now. This was all about the hate groups that came to our community and try to spread racism and bigotry, in our community. It's created a lot of tension for our campus. I think our players made an emotional decision to show these people they're not welcome on our campus, and we respect our players' freedom and ability to choose that.
Brian, could you talk about what the last 24 hours or so have been like, and was there a discussion among the players about maybe how you wanted to respond to what was happening in town and on campus?
No, I don't think there was any discussion. I think kind of just intertwined with, like Coach said, we're just tired of these hate groups coming to our school and portraying our campus like it's our actual university, having these hate groups in our school. So majority of it was we saw one of our teammates doing it, and we just didn't want him to be alone. So that's what we saw.
Was it an in-the-moment decision, or who started the kneeling? And
I'm not entirely sure who started it, but I was a part of it.
Do you anticipate it being a multi-game thing, or do you think this was just kind of a one-off to show solidarity for what was going on?
I don't anticipate it being a multi-game thing. Like I said, we've never done that before, and it really just has to do with them coming to our campus during a basketball event. That event was going on during the game, so.
You'd like to I know everybody's aware of it, there's out-of-state groups that come to our campus. And I think that's what's kind of upset our community, and Bree and Tyree and these guys, they have a great love for Ole Miss and the University of Mississippi, and they want our campus and our university portrayed in a great way, so.
How much, Kermit, have you had to address this, whether it's to parents of players or parents of prospective players? Kind of
I've talked to Brian's mom, talked to a couple other mothers on this week, the last couple of days, and just visited about them. And trust me, we have 2 daughters. And so the number one thing is the well-being and safety of the students here on campus and our players. And that's the number one. And so, yeah, just to talk about it, and and we did. And so we did that, and we addressed it yesterday as a team, and just talked about the events that were happening. So I want to kind of explain kind of how it happens, and the logistics of all of it. So, but we did, and we're going to move right past it right now. So I'll take some basketball questions.
Yeah, Georgia hit 8 of his first 10 shots in the second half, evaporated that 10-point lead really quickly. What was allowing them to get such good looks at the rim during that time?
I didn't have a great feel for our team when I was in the huddle. We broke it for the second half. I just didn't think we had a look of kind of passion and intensity. And I talked a lot about it in the timeouts, about just being, on edge and playing. And I thought Georgia came out and hit us hard, and the whole thing is how we responded. But we didn't come out with a lot of pop and just a lot of toughness early in that second half.
You talked about rebounding coming in throughout the whole week, needing to rebound against this team. You lost the rebounding battle, but you beat them in offensive rebounds. Dom and Bruce combined for 10, and DC gets you 5. Did you think they still did enough, even if you didn't come out on top of it?
Yeah, no, when you get beat on the boards, you get beat on the boards. But I did think what happened, they did some switching. And so the perimeter guys got on some of our bigs, and so they did a good job of offensive rebounding. DC Davis was the key to this win. I know Brian scored some buckets, and he was a big, huge part of it. But when I put DC in, our lead went to 8. He defensive rebounded the ball. He finished possessions. He was unbelievable defending. He plays without any mistakes. And I thought he was probably the most valuable player when that lead went to about 8.
You had a couple of huge defensive possessions there in the last minute. one before Brian's free throw, and then obviously the 6 seconds after. Can you take us through those? It looks like you guys defended that pretty well.
We did. I have to give these guys a lot of credit, you know, and Brian has been, I mean, he's been 1,000% late game, you know, so he was kind of 2-1. I mean, he's made every one of them. And we were going to foul. We were going to call timeout when he made the second one, and we were going to foul up 3. And but when they went across the half-court line, met with our staff, and a lot of times in the late game we went to our 1-3-1. So I was really worried about the matchup with Claxton. That's who they went to. You know, it was a hard matchup for Dom to guard, and I thought these guys were perfect in it. And we really almost triple teamed the ball. He took a 28-footer up. You know, we're up 1. That's the shot that you want him to take. Nothing driving to the goal, trying to foul him. So these guys executed the 1-3-1 great.
Brian, you seem upset you did miss the free throw. How are you able to kind of compartmentalize that and put it behind you for the last defensive possession?
It's all about winning. I mean, we still had more game to play. Obviously, I was upset that I missed the free throw, but game's not over, and we still came out with the win.
Anything else?
There's a lot of talk, Kermit, about how many games you guys have to win and all that stuff. Obviously, you can put all of that to bed on Wednesday night with a win over Tennessee. I know you just came out of this game, but what's the scenario for any team to beat Tennessee at this point?
Rebounding and toughness. You know, now that you got a 3-way tie in this league, and it's kind of fitting because how good the league is. You know, with LSU, Tennessee, and Kentucky all tied, and so you know they got great character, they've got depth, they got physicalness, and you're gonna have to match toughness. Our guards are gonna have to be terrific in the game. They're gonna have to go back and rebound it. And but I know this place will be rocking on Wednesday. And our guys will have unbelievable 2 or 3 great days of practice. We have so much respect for Rick and Tennessee, but sure is an opportunity we're looking forward to.
KJ played 25 minutes on a sprained ankle. Is he doing okay there? Did he just play through some pain?
He's playing through some pain. He did. He went practice yesterday. He has a lot of toughness. And I thought KJ competed really, really well, and got his hands on a lot of balls. The tip dunk was terrific that he had. You know, so to get 8 points and then 4 rebounds, really not healthy. Full speed, that says a lot for his toughness.
Brian, I know you don't necessarily let it dominate your focus, but do you guys as players kind of sense how close you are to locking down a bit and kind of completing a pretty remarkable turnaround from a year ago?
I'm gonna just speak for myself and just say, definitely I'm aware of it. I haven't been in the tournament yet, so it's something I think about every day, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think everybody on this team should be thinking about it on a daily basis and trying to figure out what our best way to the tournament is, and how we're gonna finish out the year as strong as possible.
Does that heighten pressure or put any more pressure on you guys when you're looking ahead? You're looking at bracketology. You're seeing your 9-8 seed. Does that play into effect when you're playing against a Tennessee or Kentucky coming up?
Yes. You could call it pressure, but it also livens guys up. It's motivation also. So it goes both ways.
It's what we all play for. It's what these guys are in there in May and in June. And so that like you don't know it's coming, this is not true. Everybody knows. Everybody knows what their net is. I don't care what a coach says. Everybody knows. And so we don't know exactly how many games you have to win, because sometimes that depends on who you beat, But it is. It's every guy's goal and every coach's goal to play in that when you tip it up for the first time. And so it's something we don't harp on, but it's sure something our guys are striving to get to.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.